Hello, Columbia Metro. Happy Easter to you all. I am at one of our churches this morning up in Blythewood. I am at one of our historical churches, Sandy Level Baptist Church here, and this is Easter week. I'm actually preaching here, filling in for their pastor, Chris Hanley, and would encourage you to pray for their church as they are here, and they've been placed strategically up here off of exit 27, off of I-77 to reach this ever-growing area, part of our associational footprint. And so I'm glad to be able to come and to do this monthly report for you guys for our newsletter. And I hope that you all have had a great month of just serving Jesus. Man, such an important month, and especially this week as we think about praying for our family of churches, for our pastors. Such an important week with it being Easter. Yesterday, I had a chance to visit some of our churches who were hosting Easter egg hunts and community cookouts and block parties, trying to share the gospel. Man, great ways to think about trying to do so. And was privileged to be able to go around yesterday. And so this month, let's remember to pray for our pastors. Let's remember to pray for each other, your sister churches, your family, our family of churches, as the gospel will be proclaimed all across our area on Easter Sunday, one of the most important Sundays of the year, because it is one of our biggest attended services and weekends of the year. And so let's remember to pray for each other. Just one word of announcement this month. There are a lot of things going on. I would encourage you to watch or to read through the newsletter and to keep up with the announcements of things that are happening in the association. But I would ask if you would to please pray for us at the end of this month. On April the 16th, we have a team of 4 of us from our association that are going to be traveling to Europe. We're going to 3 different cities in Europe. And the reason that we're going is that we're looking for partnership opportunities there so that our association can go to these strategic places. Most of you all know this if you're aware of missions activities around the world. That Europe is actually ahead of America when it comes to lostness. Generally speaking, America follows the trends of Europe about 10 years later. And so the lostness that's happening in Europe and that has been happening in Europe has now come our way into America. But we long for our association and our family of churches to be on mission together, which is why we have a team that's going to Europe. Because we are looking for a place so that our association can partner strategically around the world to be able to go together in order to impact lostness and to build God's kingdom there wherever we feel like the Lord is leading us to. And so we're going to 3 different cities because we think that God may be at work in leading our association into these one of these 3 cities to start sending teams back and forth to impact lostness together, which is one of the blessings we get to do as an association and a family of churches. And so please be praying for us that we would just we would know how God is leading. We would be able to follow His Spirit, and that those of us who are going over on this initial vision trip would be able to already sense God's working and moving, and that we would even be able to go on this vision trip and be able to share the gospel over where we are going to be. We are looking at Europe and these 3 cities in particular for particular reasons. Number 1, they're lost. Number 2, there are people that are moving there who are not believers. They're part of actually Islam. They are moving to these cities. They're getting into Europe and taking their families there. And so sometimes it's easier to reach these kind of people, right, outside of their home country and away from their families in places like Europe. We are also looking to Europe just because of the sheer lostness that we encounter there, that we know is real there and evident there. But another reason we're looking there is because the cities that we're going to look a lot like the footprint of the Columbia Metro Association. There are different ethnicities there. There are socioeconomic differences that are there, and we are looking for a place strategically and specifically for cities that look like what our footprint looks like here in the Columbia metro area. And so if you would, please be praying for us. Our team is going to be traveling over the last half of April the 16th through the 27th. And please pray for this team as we go, representing our association there, and with the hope of being able to come back and to offer suggestions and plans and strategies for how our association can impact those areas with the gospel of Jesus. And so we covet your prayers this month. God bless you guys. Let's keep taking the gospel to our area. There are lost people all around us, and we are called to reach them as well. Some people always ask, right, well, why go to Europe when we have lost people here? We honestly have no choice, do we? Jesus told us when we received the Holy Spirit that then we would have the power to become his witnesses in Jerusalem and Judea and Samaria and to the uttermost parts of the earth. And so when it comes to mission, right, it's not an either or, it's a both and. We do mission here and we do mission there and we do mission everywhere, and we go because God has commanded us to go. And so please be praying for us as we travel looking for these opportunities, and we look forward to reporting back what we find here in the coming days to the association. God bless you guys. Have a great month.